So there'll be 2 steps to this exercise. The first step is connecting with the character, and the next step is releasing identity with it, as well as going in and out of noticing the process of identification with it. So the first step to connect with the character, we'll try a couple of different ways. So just take a moment, whoever's watching, and you guys can close your eyes even, and just pay attention to your body and the mind. And we'll ask the question, who is here now? And the answers we're looking at is which character is here now, if any. You don't have to find one right now. There's more than one way to do this. If there was a character here right now, who's here now? And the way to answer it that's useful is to just think of it as answering as someone who, like someone who is feeling sad, or someone who's eager to get the answer, or someone who's excited, or a child-like character, or a critic, someone who's skeptical. So any such answer could appear. Someone who's in pain. So which character is here now, if any? And then another way, so that's a good way to get into it. Another way to get into it, if you're not clear about anybody here now, because you're neutral or something, then think of a time recently when you felt triggered in a situation. So you can, in fact, do both and choose one for the later part of the exercise. So think of a time when you felt triggered. Notice the feelings that came up for you, emotions or thoughts connected with being triggered. Like maybe you were angry or hurt or frustrated. And notice where you feel that in your body. What kind of thoughts that go along with it. And then ask the question, which character is here in the trigger? There'll be more than one maybe, but you can pick any one. Or you can notice there's more than one. So just take a moment to then pick a character that shows up for you. Just sitting here in the moment, listening to me, either one. And once you pick that, invite yourself to have an image of it, if possible. If not, that's fine. But what would this character look like in your mind's eye in this moment? So we're using some kind of active imagination process, simple. What does it feel like to be this character? What would it look like? It doesn't have to be a clear image, or it could be even a symbol. Does it look like you, or a dream character? Could look like a character in a play, or a comic book, or some other person you know. All right. And then once you have this, okay, actually, then we're going to go on and work with it further. So before we do that, let me just ask you, since you're both here, just to illustrate this, did you both find a character to work with?
Yes.
All right. All right. Did you get an image?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Does any of you want to share anything about it? You don't have to, but.
Mine was my second grade self who was sitting in class and who didn't understand what was going on and was upset and shamed and angry about it.
Okay. Okay, that's character. That's pretty clear.
It started just because I realized that what was present was the one who is trying to do a good job. And then that sort of started there with the present, what was happening now, and then that past character came in.
Beautiful. And it's very interesting to just see who's here now, because often we'll find a character that starts there, which is someone who's trying to do a good job or get the answer or try really hard. And these are all very relevant characters that we live our life through. Mm-hmm. Like when I was asking who's meditating, it was the guy trying to work really hard, really determined to get ahead. Yeah. All right.
And I had what I call the abandonment fearer. A dear friend who somebody very close to. I'm not sure how that connection will be going forward. And, that probably started when I was 3 and my mom was getting divorced and she wasn't there, and I had a picture really of a 3-year-old.
Okay. So you both, went deep there to these parts of us that are like children. And they do often, in a way, control our lives in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's take the next step. So the next step is you're going to notice the feeling of being this character, the image of this character, and then you're going to try the following sentence completion. If I stopped limiting my identity to this character, then I would feel. So you can say that to yourself or just listen to me. If I stopped limiting my identity to this character, then I would feel. Because ultimately we know we are not any particular character. So if I stop limiting my identity to this character, it's still there, we're not getting rid of it. It's included in the wholeness of who we are. But if I stop limiting my identity to this character, then I would feel. And then you're going to let your body respond. So the idea is to have a feeling kind of a response. Does your body relax? Does it tighten up? Do you not know? Not knowing is a perfectly valid answer. If I stop limiting my identity to this character, then I would feel, and just letting the body respond. Maybe you'll respond with relaxation or tightness. And then we're going to repeat it. If I stop limiting my identity to this character, then I would feel. And give it a moment. So right now, if I stop limiting my identity to this character, then I would feel, or I feel, and just noticing any shift in the feeling experience. Because that's what makes something real to us. The shift in feeling. Or don't know. And if you don't know, then the invitation is to relax into that. If I could relax into not knowing what I would feel or who I would be, then I would feel. Just relax into not knowing, then I would feel. Definitely do that if you're experiencing any not knowing, or just explore it anyway. If I could relax into not knowing who I am, then I would feel. I could let go of limiting my identity to this character and relax into not knowing, then I would feel. And then take a moment to explore the opposite, which is to say to yourself, I have to limit my identity to this character because I have to be this child because, or I have to keep limiting myself to being this child or this person that wants to do good, whatever you choose. I have to keep limiting myself to this character because, and just say the first thing that comes to mind. Don't censor it. Speak like a child. Doesn't matter what it is. Even if the answer is I just have to, or if there's a reason that shows up, your mind will supply the answer. It's the sentence completion technique. The mind the unconscious just speaks. I have to limit my identity to this character because, and repeat. I have to limit my identity to this character because. And once more, I have to limit my identity to this character because. And then we'll finish up with, if there was a letting go of identity with this character, then I would feel. If there was a letting go of identity with this character, then I would feel. And this time we let the body respond. All right, good. So we'll pause there.